to help you. The name you know and trust.
We always enjoy once a month when Heather Rennolds pays us a visit from Alexian Village. She is back on the show today. Typically, we talk about the great things happening up at the independent living facility on Signal Mountain, but this morning you're switching your focus. People can sometimes forget, Heather, that Alexian has kind of pockets all around the viewing area to help folks.
Yes, we have a few locations and different things that we do other than just up on the mountain.
So one of them is in the valley, right?
Mm-hmm.
In Lookout Valley, and that is specifically, is that right? No, I've got it wrong. Where is it?
It's actually at the bottom of Signal. It's called the Valley.
Okay.
It's called the Valley Residence.
I don't mind being embarrassed on TV.
Our location Lookout Valley has closed. It
Okay.
was the Grove, so that's no longer. So what we're talking about is the Valley Residence. It's kind of confusing, but it's at the foot of Signal on Mountain Creek Road.
Okay, and there the focus is specifically for Alzheimer's and dementia patients.
That's
is that
correct.
right?
That's all it is.
Okay, so see, if you're like me and you're trying to keep up with all the different locations that they have, if you're just hearing about this one with the Valley at the foot of Signal Mountain, it's real important that you mark your date for July 24th, because there people can come on that day and actually learn what it is to live with dementia.
Yes, it's our grand reopening after COVID. The facility itself is going through an extensive renovation right now, being updated and fresh coat of paint, new lights. It'll be really nice. So we want to do a grand reopening. We're going to have a cookout. It's from 1 to 3, but the cool thing is that we're going to offer a Dementia Live experience, which is a virtual simulation. You wear goggles, you wear a headset that has distracting noises, and you're put in an experience area where you're given specific tasks and you have to try to complete them. And it simulates what it's like for your loved ones that are living with dementia or Alzheimer's.
I would think that would be so beneficial for a lot of reasons. Obviously, it just makes you more empathetic, but
Right.
I'm sure a number of our viewers maybe are currently caretakers
Yes.
for someone, because you tend to want to put off as long as you can.
Yep. Usually when people get to us, they are exhausted.
Right.
By the time they ask for our help, they're exhausted and they just don't know what to do.
So, okay, let's say you come to this on July 24th, 1 to 3, and you take on that experience, and then you go home, and you're caring for the person who you love who is struggling. First of all, does the simulation offer you different levels of dementia, or is it kind of a one-size-fits-all?
It's kind of a one-size-fits-all, as
Okay.
far as what it's like.
Okay, but would it help you then maybe to understand why you might need more time to help them complete a task, or
Yes.
things you could do with the layout of a room?
Yes.
Is that how it works?
Yes, and the other thing we're offering at this event is a demonstration of what's called compassionate touch.
What is that?
It's like a skilled touch and a way of communicating with people that are cognitively impaired. That's calming, and it'll give family members something to take with them in order to help their loved ones at home.
Okay, so let me ask you this: when someone comes then to live at the Valley, can they come at different levels of need?
Yes, they can. There are always people that are higher functioning and lower functioning. With Alzheimer's, it definitely is going to progress, but with dementia, there's definitely different levels, so it could be either.
Because I'm sure y'all have had this happen before too. One frequent conversation that you'll hear is, well, are there some things I can do to offset it? And you try to do some trial and error things. If you're living at the Valley Residence, y'all already know what works and what doesn't.
Yeah.
So you have it in place, right? Like, I'm sure that there's a lot of puzzle activity and games and that kind of thing. Music.
Yeah, all our residents are encouraged, not to sit in their rooms by themselves, to get out, socialize, and get some interaction. And our caregivers down there are in charge of kind of stimulating them to stay active and live a life. We don't want to think of them as patients. They are residents, and this is their home. So we treat them as such.
Okay, so talk to me about that, because usually when you're here talking about Alexian Village, what we'll point out is how people choose to come there.
Yeah.
And that it's just this beautiful independent living facility with folks from all over. At the Valley Residence, if you have a mom living in Charleston, can she still come and live there?
Yes.
Is this one where the individual resident chooses it or not?
Typically not.
Okay.
Typically it's the adult child that chooses, the location of where to put mom or dad or brother or sister or whatever it is. But memory care is a higher level of care, which typically is a need-based thing, whereas independent living up on the mountain at Alexian Village is a want-based
Gotcha.
thing. You want this lifestyle, so that's why you choose independent living.
Okay.
But then you've got assisted living, memory care, and nursing care all above that, where those are more like a need. You need to be there.
We have a few minutes on the show to talk. I'm sure it's very common that people will call and have lengthy conversations that then become in-person conversations, because if you have long-term care insurance, that might be something that you can utilize, right?
Oh, yeah.
To then come in.
Long-term care insurance won't be utilized in independent living.
Correct.
But it would be utilized, well, I'll take that back. If you want to hire some home care services, you can use long-term care insurance for that. But you can use long-term care to supplement for assisted living, memory care, and nursing care.
Is it the same setup where there's no contract, if you will? It's a month-by-month setup, or is it a little bit different?
All of those are month by month. All the
Okay.
care levels are month by month. The only thing that's kind of the all-inclusive thing is the independent living, if you start there.
Okay, so as fun as it sounds on July 24th with the cookout and the demonstrations, there might be some people who don't want to wait that long. Maybe they have a need now.
Yeah.
Are they able to call and schedule a tour?
Oh, yeah. We're doing tours. We'd love to have anybody come down and take a look and show you around and the facility and all that. So yeah, definitely can do that before then.
And just like you tried to keep things open as much as possible on the mountain, the same has been true
Yes.
at the other locations as well?
Yes. Yep. Anything independent living, assisted living, memory care, nursing care, everything's open, to come tour if you would like to.
Last question. If folks call the central Alexian number that they may have known by heart at this point,
Yeah.
can they still get redirected? Y'all can give them the direct number to call for the Valley?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, so just give them a call at Alexian Village up on Signal Mountain. Ask about the Valley residence at the foot of Signal Mountain.
There you
Now
go.
you too know where it's located, and then mark your calendars for July 24th, 1 to 3. They'll have that great grand reopening of this residence. They're so proud to have part of the Alexian family. Thank you, Heather.
You're welcome. Thank you.